Hey, what's up? Yeah, I just realized that they're overlapping too, so need to fix that because YouTube has my logo on this side, anyways. Good, good. How are you guys? Let me just change it right now. Yeah, better. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, I think let's get to it, right? Let me just type in that we're live, and so people can join. All right, let's get to it. And so, let's get a clean chart. Let me see if we have a clean one. Okay. Remember, that was the idea. We were expecting these lows to be taken out, right? This low is a little bit high in here. I think it's not in other exchanges. Yeah, this high is also taken out on Binance, Bitstamp, I'm sorry. And now that these lows are all taken out, except for these guys, I think. Yeah. So this part is cleared. And if you remember the liquidation chart, now we liquidated many longs during the process of this. Okay. So basically these lows are taken out. All these guys are gone. And we kinda sitting on top of this right now, right? Like range level here. Let me just draw the range right there. Let me get rid of this, some extras here and there. All right. So basically that was our range. We can take it here since we already took it out at this point. But the main resistance remains in this area, right? Now the main resistance in here. So what we expect is either flip and attack the highs, range high again, even this high here, or just make another dive right here towards there, which is the consolidation. Let me just make the chart proper for it. Yeah, this consolidation area before the breakout, and it would fill this inefficiency right there. So we may have something like that. That's why I didn't blindly long this, because there's still liquidity resting right here. So it would make sense to make another run for it, and then this is the the zone that needs to hold for that. Okay, for now my main target remains here. I'm long, but I'm not planning on keeping it for long. Just this would be sufficient for now. Let's see the higher time frame. Okay, as you see, this was the breakout region of this whole mess, like this. Okay, breakout, clear all this. The main range still remains this, and that lines up beautifully with that resistance, low time frame resistance we have, right? The yellow one. Yeah, this area is extremely important right now. It's also the POC of the whole range, so something like that would make sense, and then maybe another run towards there, and then possibly like that. I don't know about this part, but this is what I'm gonna be aiming for if this happens. If it fails, then we'll have some problems basically for the longs. So, and the monthly, let's see the monthly look. We have this area as big resistance, right? Let's mark that out also. Let's make it a little bit girthier so we can. So basically, for any possibility of these to be attacked, we need to get above here, right? This level. So until then, I'm macro bear, but short term bullish until we hit this range level. Let's lay out the problematic situations. Let's keep this low time frame so it doesn't bother us. Okay, let's make this. Okay, let's keep it. What are the problems? Problem is we took out this week's range high. We didn't take out the low. It doesn't mean that we have to, but just something to keep in mind. So that's the range basically, and if I create a range here, of course it's going to be a lower time frame. See that mid-range of that also lines with around here, right? So this was the last week's low, last week's high, deviated above, got back below. So I mean, it's still range bound environment. There's nothing fancy about it, you know, it's just range bound market. I would like to say this would be the range that we're dealing with. So that's why I'm looking for the lows to be ran. Simple, right? For now, the plans are pretty simple. This is the current range we're in. This is the bigger range, weekly range we're in. If we're trending, then we don't need to go down all the way down here. We can just bounce, reclaim, and then attack the higher targets. As you see, this lines up beautifully with this cluster here, with these high volume nodes, and this being the POC. Yes, still longs make more sense, but if we start losing this, then I would be aiming for shorts towards these areas, and especially here, and then we'll see, maybe it's gonna go down there, I don't know, but that would be my line in the sand. All right, for now I longed BTC and ETH. ETH has a similar picture, so basically this area I'm looking to exit. ETH actually has a better picture than Bitcoin, in a sense that again, look, there is this Monday range basically, so this could be a trouble area for us, but ETH actually is at the demand zone right there, right? That's why I longed ETH right here instead of BTC. Yeah, exactly. I longed ETH till here, 1240, because I'm also expecting a possibility. That's my first take profit area, this region, and then if it holds, then I would like to take it towards there. So super clean highs over there. That's why I bought the calls for. I bought the calls right here, and 16th of December, 11 days expiry. See, this is probably the midpoint of this range here. Yeah, almost. That's the mid-range. It can go as low as this, because that was the origin of the move that created this. Right? This is the rally base rally, the base in between rallies. So both are good bounce areas. I don't know how much it will bounce, but I'm not gonna take the risk and take some off here, because that's a resistance area right now. That was our resistance, It just hit the resistance, deviated, and then sold off. So that's why I bought the calls. Even if it dips down there and does this after, the calls are still gonna be in profit. I just need this to happen in the next 4 or 5 days. That's it. If it decides to go down and do this, I just need this to be happening in the next 4 or 5 days. All right. Something went wrong here. Just let me put it back. Yeah, something like that. So that's the origin of the move. That's the birth of the move. The move was born from here. And if we check the optimal trade entry for this, is it will line up well with this area, right? So this area would be the optimal trade entry area. Better conviction long would be this one. You know, deviate, reclaim, and then send. Hey mate, what's up? Let me check one thing. This was the, and that was the, see how beautifully it lined up. The high, the low, pull back to 618, and then hit the first target. So that's for ETH. So the reason I longed ETH right now, I had to, basically, because it's at support, it's a demand, looks good. If you look at other indications, like this is a good indication that the 100 is 4 hour on the 100 is holding, and I would like to see this get hit, and then if it flips, this get hit at some point. So as you can see, it's like this is a great way to play around. So when it reclaims this 100, take it to the 200 and try for the 300. It didn't get it, so it started going up and down, ranging market, and then finally bearish retested this region, which is the 200, and sold it back to 100. Of course, it doesn't mean that it has to hold, but it's a good confluence area. Let's check the same for BTC. Same picture. The thing is, BTC took out all the highs, the lows. That's the only difference. But only on Bybit, I think. Yeah, Bitstamp didn't take it. Let me see the Binance. What about BitMEX? BitMEX did take all the loss. Yes. And Binance should be Binance. This should be Binance, is it? No, it's Bitstamp. Where's Binance? Interesting. No, we don't want this. We want perps. Here. Yeah, I took out the loss. We completed the job right now. So basically, better long would be if you don't want to take this. Better long would be a reclaim of this level, right? Towards there, which is the highs here, and then if it flips, then we take it to this high. And then we'll see what happens after. And we talked about this other scenario. If this area is to be broken, then I don't think that we're gonna have good time with longs like this. I think I will take it down there then. So yeah, I mean, this looks fine for now. As I said, I don't want to take the risk. That's why I took the calls. For ETH, I took I took 1300 calls, which is the next target area. There's equal highs here, so it looks good basically as a target. Technically, we're still at support, you know, around this region. First target there, and then if it flips, then there, and then potentially there, and I don't know after. That's the plan for now. December 16th for now. Let's check the Dogecoin. Yeah, it's technically at support. Yeah, looking nice. See how beautiful the break is. This is compression, and then finally when it gets up, that's your cue to get in. And now we're back at that stage. So that's the area you need to hold. Also, there is this range here. maybe another run. So we need to see how it's gonna develop here. And on the east side, the problem with ETH is it's not giving the momentum right now. That's the problem. It's not giving the momentum. As you see here, this area is gonna be problematic, which is pretty much this area. Let me see, it's not that, it's a little bit lower, this area. Yeah, see the cursor here? So this area is gonna be a problematic area. And also another problem here is on the 5 minute it just hit the resistance here. So we'll need to switch to another time frame to see if it's gonna print a div. Like if it's gonna do something like that. And then do this and that. Yeah, RSI week really, because it just hit the 50 but didn't really establish anything of value. See, that was the div 5 minute on the support, but it hasn't accomplished anything really. It hit the 50 here, it took out basically the highs. Actually, it didn't take out the highs. Let me see. No, the highs are not taken. Yeah, makes sense. But then again, you know, you see that could be the over under, so it can run down here, basically at this point. Imagine that. So that can just come down there and do something like that. But in here it just doesn't do anything. For now there is no I need this one. See, this was a SR level, obviously. And we just hit the SR. Let me clean these things out because these are not relevant anymore. See, the beauty of Renko is it just shows you if there is a structure break or not. As you see, there is no structure break here. See, all equal highs, and let me show you how it look. Sorry. Fuck. Always forget to switch it. See, at these highs, across these highs, let me just, I think it's, yeah, it's here. So I need to look at the hourly. Yeah, see, it could be complicated over here, but in reality, these highs, you know, you see that low, high, lower high, 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 but in here it's just this, and we have the structure break here at this, and then a lower high here, which one obvious, and then a leg lower, which is that. So I mean, it's easier to spot the swings basically. See, that's low there, and the high, and low. We'll talk about Renko also, but if you have the Renko option, I mean, if you're using the paid version of the TradingView, then you can switch to Renko to, if you're having troubles finding levels, then that would help. For example, for high time frame picture. See, that level is obvious SR level, right? Just, I mean, no bullshit here. And the swings are clearer here. Of course, TradingView Pro also has it, I think. This is basically here, Renko. See, there is line version, and there's Renko. You have other styles here, like areas, point and figures, ranges, Kagis. Kagi is also interesting, but I don't wanna mess you up. See, these are all different calculations of bars. The creation of bars is different, with every single one of them. But as I said, please use it for levels for now, because this is not like you can just throw in the Renko and everything will be fine. This is a very different guy. Taking trades based on Renko needs experience. You need to understand what this means in the candle. It's just not like, you know, okay, I can short this, and because in here, for example, the probably candle did something like that, spike and up, and then you think that your stop is right there, but it doesn't work like that. Those spikes is not counted here. See, there is no VIX almost. Okay, you see this? What does it say? See, it's here right now. it doesn't show you the wicks. So it's a total different system. That's why just use it for levels only for now. Yeah, he uses them too. He uses them too. He's actually probably using them better than anyone else. We can go through that. I actually never seen anyone else using Renko. So basically, look, what you're seeing here with wicks, they're not present here. So, or this wick is not present there. Okay. See, there's no wick, there's wicks. So don't blindly try to take, just see the levels. See, this level is important, obviously, right? That's your resistance area. That's it. Use it for now. We're gonna go, probably next year we're gonna start this slowly with Renkos, what they are, how can you use it, and stuff like that. But it's just great for levels for now. Okay. And in here, it's not enough. The information it provides for me right now is not enough to take any trades based on Renko right now. Yeah, SR levels and higher highs are lows. It's I think the best advantage. Then you can see this clearly. For example, in here it can be a little bit messy, but it's super clear here that was a deviation right there, and then when the price gets back in, you can just time it here. I mean, you can do the same here, but it's just more clear. That's it. If your eyes is already trained for this, then it's the same here, but this has a clear representation of the whatever is going on there. So no trades here for now. Just a sec. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, yeah, nothing here for us. And I think, I mean, everything is gonna revolve around what BTC and ETH is gonna do. So that's why I'm not, for example, XRP looking good for a short, right? It's a good short market because it's like under this big cloud for now, and clear targets below, maybe towards here, and then we'll see what happens if it's gonna do, you know, do that or decides to flip. It's not gonna probably flip, but let's check some other stuff and let's go back to trading. I was gonna check Nasdaq. I mean, it's obviously not a good site. I took a short, I think, here. I took a short here. Then the reason for the short was this. What's happening? Took out the high, came back up after breaking structures, supply, losing the level here, took the short, closed most of it here. But it can still, you know, do something like that, reclaim and then continue the journey, or go down there. Fill this up. So it's a weird place. I just closed most of the position here, so I'm a little bit, this is not a good place to short right now. I would rather long it, but maybe if I see a reclaim like that, it's obviously, you see, you can play, this would be the resistance right now. It's also the mid-range, the clusters that push the price down. I don't know the extent of it because it really didn't break anything. It just pushed the price down. So it may do something like that and then break it. You know, some reaction there, maybe consolidate below and then break it. But in here, I would much rather long, but I don't want to long it right now. I want to see something before. So that's in a weird place. But obviously it's not like, you know, it should go down exactly like this. So I'm a bit more, that's why it supports the ETH and BTC idea, because it may turn around from here. If it did this, then I would say, okay, you know, get out, because it's gonna go there and it's gonna take everything with it. So that's that. Similar picture here. Again, there is this range here to there. Basically going for the range lows. If it does this, then it's a long. If it doesn't, if it stays a bit below, and probably gonna hit this. And it also matches with the 300. All right, guys, that's that. Let's look at dollar. Yeah, dollar looking weak, and we have this big cloud right above it. It's just that we wanted to, it's under resistance right now, by the way. We want it to break down from here. If it breaks down, then we have more chance to visit the lows again. Nice div, but probably played out. There was this div here. It's also a deviation area, right? Over under, you may say. Resistance here, deviation here, resistance back. We're below this now. So yeah, now we need to see if this guy wants to dive deeper towards there, or wants to bounce, reclaim, and continue the journey upside. Let's see what we have. What else we have? Just yeah, ape still looks like a good short market. But then again, you know, see, it's a bit tricky one. It can easily do a run, reclaim, and have another leg up. So need to watch this, because the thing is, I mean, this is a good gauge. It can easily do that too. You know, break this, take it as a resistance, and send it lower. LTC. Oh, by the way, on the 14th we're gonna have this option series. It's confirmed. An analyst from Delta is gonna be joining us. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's this, right? I mean, LTC, I wouldn't say I would be. I mean, this doesn't look too bad, basically. Like, there is this support here now, and which this could easily bounce from, and 200 is coming. So I'm not really bearish on LTC, I would say. The thing is, this options thing, you're the first to know, basically, but what we had this meeting today, it's gonna be super simple. Like, we're gonna keep it as simple as we can, and you know, less technical, more practical. And the first of the series would be, what will options bring to the table on the, you know, rather than why should you trade options over spot and futures? What are the advantages? Also, what are the disadvantages? So that's that. I think it's gonna be fun series. I mean, not super fun, of course, but I think it's gonna be a fun and understandable, relatable option series. Because you know, it's when you go too much technical, it's boring. But when you understand what's the possibility and how you can be less technical and more practical and still make money, then it makes sense basically. But now nicely hedging my longs, feeling safe. Well, if you feel safe with this, I don't know. It's easy to make you feel safe then. I mean, there are so many other shit that's not looking as good as this one. I mean, just for example, I mean, these guys are, for example, this is really good, looking good. This is really looking good. So no shorts here. This would easily go for longs section. For example, this guy is begging to be short. Yeah, I'd much rather short this one. Yeah, I understand the point. I know what hedging is, but what I'm saying is, you just don't short something strong, just in the name of hedging. When you're long on markets, on many markets, if you want to secure these positions, you want to find a market that is better suited for shorts. So if these guys, and you basically limit your, these can go, both go the same, both go the direction that you want. Your longs can print and your short can print also. But if these guys go down, this will go down even further. So that's a proper hedge. But if you're already longs, then you could just short these guys with the same amount, and you don't need to short anything else. You know, they're not, for example, if you long BTC, why do you long LTC? You just short BTC then, if you want to protect your position. For example, this looks like a better short for now. You see all the signs are there. You know, it's below 50 here, below this trend line, below the cloud. Whatever system you're using, this is not looking the best. So this could do that and go lower. But on the other hand, LTC looking not bad actually. I mean, it can go down, but this wouldn't be my first choice to short. I mean, as long as it protects this region, I see no shorts here. In here, it would be fine. I would look for something else for better result, basically. What's the CRV? For example, CRV can go down there, no? But still it's support, that's another problem. But if it breaks, for example, here, and comes back to test this and rejects, then I would go for a short towards there. Yeah, now I promised a few of these now. First the execution and the hedging. So I need to start and stop procrastinating and start creating some content again. This guy did something interesting, really. Just hit this area of supply. See what happened here, except for the supply. See, it left the high volume node into the low volume node, got sent back in immediately. Yeah, you should let us know, man. We could have at least checked the chart and see that this is gonna probably pump. Do you have a spot for? Fuck this. Nah, not this one. This one I need. Yeah. Yup. Looks really good. Okay, obviously I'm not gonna touch it here, but maybe if it tests here, then I would. Yeah, of course, but it doesn't mean that you cannot make money out of it. That's what we're here for. I don't care about Ponzi's. I love Ponzi's. That's why I do crypto. Ponzi's make you the money. Yeah, the only way you should be shorting this, if it does something like that and rejects, that's your short towards there. Or you just short it here and take some profits off and leave the rest open. I think after New York Open, this will give us something. looks good for now. Yeah, looking good for now. I think we're gonna see the major action in after the New York Open. It's just basically fucking around in this region. So basically that's our range now to deal with, and that's it. Yeah, I will just need to wait for this to resolve. Yeah, Ichimoku wise it doesn't look so good also, but still it can save itself. Yeah, I'll also record a Ichimoku video for you, like the basics. It's also a nice representation. Alright guys, I think that's about it. I mean, there's nothing to update for now. Anything else from here? We basically just sitting above support for now. Again, this is just a range bound market, so we're expecting price to go either way. For now, our main target is these guys into that, and then do something like that and go lower from there, but we don't know about that, so we'll just need to watch out here. So until this range is broken, we're here, and we're basically trading inside here now, this part of the range. All right, I'll share if I see opportunities, I'll share. See, for example, this guy is bounced off really nicely here, this area. Now we'll see that the biggest resistance is here now. If it flips, then I would take it to there, to these highs. See, this is a plan, for example. If it breaks, holds, take it to there. That's a plan. Or if it fails to break, then take it to lower. Simple. because then now this is the range, right? If you reclaim the range, then you target the range high, or first target, second targets. So Watchmatic, I think it could be interesting. Maybe create an hourly div here would give you an extra, you know, something like that. At least towards here, and it would probably line up with this, and depending on the reaction from there, either long, either short. Alright guys, this may go lower, but as I said, this is the retest region. Watch this region. If it's a bearish retest, take it lower. Probably nah. What do we know? Here we go. You can even use the VIX here. Yeah, can even go down there. Something like this. Or break it and go for these. Alright guys, okay, this time I'm going. I'll post charts, keep an eye. Cheers.